Hi Chronoholics, I am Dr. Karan Madan. I'm back in the city of Pune with another fantastic episode of Chronoholic Stories. It is our mission at Chronoholic to put the Indian watch community front and center as the drivers of the industry. And it is our duty to bring you amazing Chronoholic stories from across the world. Today, our guest is Mr. Chetan Parulekar. He is a US-based avid hiker, a car enthusiast with a wonderful collection of both modern and vintage cars. In fact, he has coded for Microsoft for the past 30 years, and he is responsible for bringing you products like Edge, the browser, the calculator, the notepad, and of course, your favorite, Microsoft Office apps like Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. So air all your grievances to him directly. Chetan, welcome to Chronoholic Stories.
Thank you so much for having me here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Very well, thank you. Tell me, you're a US-based, you're living in the US with your family now.
That's correct.
How has that worked out? Because did you work there all your life or have you worked in India?
No, I have been between Shilpa and I, my wife and I, we call our current stint at Microsoft in Redmond, USA as our second innings. Shilpa and I went there in 1994.
Okay.
And we spent around 10 years there.
Right.
And then we came back. We still, both of us were working at Microsoft.
Sure.
We still continue to work at Microsoft.
Wonderful.
From 2004 to 2020 in Hyderabad.
Yeah.
And then for personal reasons, we decided to move back there.
Oh, wonderful. That's nice. So do you keep shuttling back between the US and Pune?
We try to. Our heart is still in Pune, so I love this city. I've grown here.
Wow.
My dad lives here. My family lives here. So
You're actively still working for Microsoft.
I'm still working at Microsoft. That's correct.
So how does that balance? Do you have good work-life balance between working and pursuing your other hobbies like car collecting and hiking?
Off late, yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't the case before when I was young, but off late, I must say, I've had the good fortune of being able to juggle multiple of my passions quite well. So
wonderful. I think we all dream to be in his shoes, right? And of course, put in the hard work as well to get there. Let's dive right into it. What was your first ever watch?
Let me think a bit. So my first watch was a Casio.
Okay.
There is a backstory to that if I share it with the audience.
Please, absolutely.
So I come from a pretty humble background.
Right.
I was in 11th grade when my mom got the opportunity to travel to the US.
Mm-hmm.
She had a friend whose husband was working in Air India.
Okay.
And in those days, maybe it's true now as well, used to have this once a year free trip that you could take.
That's right.
And so she invited my mom over. And on the last day of their coming back, my mom decided to buy that Casio for me.
Wonderful.
She skipped breakfast because she had
only that much time.
Money for only the watch or the breakfast.
That. Amazing.
And that watch is still with me.
Fantastic.
It's at my dad's place. So that's how I got into watches. That was my first watch.
Look at that. You were in 11th grade, so about 16, 17 years old.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Wow, what a story. Yeah. And then what came next?
Oh, well, I was never really into watches because, like I said, the Casio was important to me because of what it stood for, right? It was from my mom and it had a backstory that mattered to me.
Yeah.
It was about when I was around 45 years, which is many, many years later, that I reconnected with mechanical watches. It was a Tissot Touch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was the watch that I remember I purchased for my dad and my dad-in-law.
Sure.
I gave them a pair of Tissot Touches. And
so nice.
That got me back into watches, especially mechanical
watches.
Yes.
Wonderful. And what was your first purchase after getting the bug back? For yourself.
Yeah. So it was an Orient.
Oh wow! Look at that.
It was a Orient Star that I somehow managed to have a friend of mine
Yeah.
get for me from the US. So
Oh, lovely. Fantastic. You still have that watch?
my son wears it in Boulder, Colorado. So
Oh, wonderful. So at least it's still in the family
Yes, it
and
is.
working.
It is,
That's
yes.
wonderful. Wonderful. You know, I know you have an extensive collection. You have a selection of lovely watches that you've curated over time. You know, I know you're not the kind of person, over our many conversations online, I know you're not the kind of person who would run after a hype watch. Sure, if it appeals to you, fine, but I know you don't do that. And you collected watches with a lot of thought, with a lot of passion into it. Let's start with one of the nicest watches that on the table you have today. You have the Hamilton automatic. This is the Intramatic with the copperish, salmonish dial.
yeah, I think this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Hodinkee edition.
Oh, this is the Odingi edition. Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. But this is on the stock Hamilton strap as well.
That's
What a
correct.
beautiful watch you have
Yes.
there. And from what I can see on the table,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say you have a type for watches, but you definitely do have a type for watches, right? it's all understated, classy, dressy watches that you like. I mean, the watches that you have on the table right now are really amazing. Tell us, how did this happen?
Uh, the Hamilton, I have always had a soft spot for understated watches.
Sure.
Right. You know, one of my favorite genre of movies
Yeah.
have been from the 50s and 60s.
Oh, wow, okay.
And if you notice, one thing that at least I used to notice
Yeah.
about the heroes that used to
Yeah.
play in those movies
Yeah.
is that their watches had that sense of gentlemanly feeling to
Sure,
them. And
sure.
I used to love that. I used to simply love that
Wow,
feeling.
amazing.
It kind of speaks to your character, I feel like, right? And I always yearn to have that kind of a feel on my
Wow.
wrist.
Fantastic.
And so this watch, it's you know, it's thin, it's understated.
Yeah.
It does its job.
Yeah, absolutely, you know.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't scream out, and none of
Yeah.
these watches,
None
if
of
you
them do.
notice,
None of them
scream
do,
out,
yes.
look
Sure.
at me.
Sure.
But at the same time, you know, when you do focus on it,
Yeah.
you start kind of it starts revealing
Absolutely.
its beauty to you, right?
Absolutely.
And there are subtleties of the watch that
Yeah.
that it reveals. So I always wanted a Hamilton.
Yeah.
Hamilton, unfortunately, I don't think sells in India. So the
No,
first
they
thing,
used to, but not
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
So the first thing I did when I went back to the US, was to buy a
Yeah, Hamilton. Nice. And you got the Hodinkee limited edition.
That's
huh?
true,
That's
yeah.
wonderful. What a great watch. And then, of course, you have the spring drive.
Yes.
This is not the Omavitari, but similar case, similar movement with the lovely slate gray dial and the gliding, heat blued seconds hand there. What a watch! Tell us about it. And again, stock strap. You haven't changed the.
No, I
You don't
haven't.
change the straps too much.
I don't. I do and I don't.
Okay.
So because I wanted to travel with these watches,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew I had the opportunity to present it
Yeah.
to your audience,
Sure.
I thought I would keep them on the stock strap.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Tell us about the watch. How did you get
So
this?
I've always had a fascination for Grand Seiko.
Mm-hmm.
Their finish is exquisite,
Absolutely,
right?
yes.
And my son is a physicist,
Mm-hmm.
and he used to scorn my my love for watches, because he used to always have an analytical way in which he would think about these watches
Yeah.
and say, Baba, quartz will beat mechanical watches every single time,
Yeah, and it's the truth.
except when I made him aware of spring drive. And he
Okay.
fell in love
Oh,
with
wow. Look
the
at that.
ingenuity of spring drive.
Sure, yeah.
And I got the excuse to then go and
Go out and buy one.
pursue a spring drive. So that's how I actually fell in love with
Sure,
spring drive.
sure.
However, I wasn't a huge fan of the reserve
power
indicator,
reserve indicator?
on the front.
Sure.
And this, I think, was the first time they brought
Yes, they did.
the
Yes.
movement where the
Correct. The
indicator
reserve
is on
indicator
the back.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, I like the understated tone of the
Yeah.
dial.
Yeah.
It's gray. It's not in your face. There's a funny story to this. If you,
Please go for it.
Yeah.
Tell us.
I didn't know that bidding on eBay was binding. This is
Yeah.
true. I'm
That's
not
right,
making
really?
this up.
Oh wow, look at
So
that.
I saw this watch early morning.
Yeah.
I put in a bid,
Yeah.
always believing that I would be able to get out of it.
Sure.
And then my credit card was charged, and my wife wasn't happy after that episode.
You know,
but
yeah.
I was.
Well, absolutely. You have to be happy with that amazing watch.
Yeah, no regrets.
Amazing. So lucky find. Thank you, eBay, for your policies. And third, and well, I'm not going to say this is the most sublime watch on the table today, but it's wonderful. This is the. Wow, please tell me about it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Why should I say anything?
So this is the watch that, or a cousin of this watch, I would say, right?
Yeah.
The silver dial one is the one that I first purchased as my bust the bank
Yeah.
kind of price. And Karan was actually responsible for that purchase. This was in 2020, I believe, during the COVID times.
Yeah.
This was a pre-owned version of this with the silver dial was available for sale, and I just fell in love with that watch.
Yeah.
I flipped it, and instant regret.
Yeah.
I waited for a year, and I wanted to buy the silver one, but something in me said, if I'm going to buy the watch again, at least let me buy one with a different dial color.
Sure, absolutely,
That's why I
makes
bought the
sense.
blue one.
Makes sense.
But the thing about this watch is, it is, I think one of the things about me and my watch collecting is that I only buy watches that are aesthetically aligned with
Sure.
what
Sure.
I feel.
You feel
know?
and what you like and what your
Exactly.
tastes reflect. Sure.
There's a lot of hype, and
Sure.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But this is one watch which I have just intuitively fell in love with.
Yeah.
This one, and I was going to get the other one, but I didn't. Is the Cartier Santos Dumont.
Oh, right.
It's such a beautiful
Such
watch.
a beautiful
So these
watch,
two watches, I think, they will never leave my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No apertures.
Yeah.
Simple to,
Yeah.
on the face of it, but if you give it attention, it will draw you
that's
in
true.
with its
That's true.
complications,
Sure.
the arrow shapes
Yeah.
of the
Indices.
indices.
Yeah.
Very, very pretty. I just love that.
No, it definitely is. I mean, what an absolutely amazing watch. And let's give more respect to GLC is what I firmly want for our community as well.
I second that. I have a reverso tribute, right?
Yes, yes.
But when you told me that you need to get something that is dear to you, I didn't get the reverso.
Yeah, there
I
you
got
go.
this one. So.
There you go. What a watch. Absolutely amazing. I know you have that. Like I said, you have a type that you like to go for. It's pretty evident with these three watches.
Yeah.
And tell me something, because you have other hobbies.
Yeah.
How do your watches play into that hobby? For example, you're a hiker.
Yeah.
Do you actively seek out new trails close to your house, close to your locality?
I do, yes.
Yeah?
So I love to hike. I'm blessed with staying in a region which is the Pacific Northwest, which is abound with lots of hikes,
Sure.
with natural beauty.
Sure.
And I tend to prefer my Garmin when I go out for hikes.
No, fair.
But I do wear a second watch because I cannot let go of my mechanical watches.
Yeah?
So
No,
I
absolutely.
double wrist.
So what mechanical watch would you wear on a hike? Everything is above board. It's okay.
No. This. Yeah, I mean, people are going to laugh at me, but you remember the Villard that I have?
Yes.
So I have been a huge fan of that Japanese explorer. Now,
Uemura, right?
Uemura,
Uemura,
yes, Uemura. The guy, I kind of relate to that individual because he was not.
Sure.
He was not alpha.
Yeah.
Right. He was very reserved. He was shy.
Yes.
but he had a genuine passion for
That he
the
did.
wild, right? For
Absolutely.
adventure, and
Absolutely.
he wouldn't do it for the world. He would do it for himself. He
Yeah.
would sometimes not even announce that he was going out.
Yeah, absolutely.
For months
Yes.
together.
That's right.
To do things that, in hindsight,
Yeah.
are amazing,
Legendary. Yeah,
legendary, right?
Absolutely.
So, so I kind of, a part of me wants to be him. So I wear
Yeah.
the green Villard
Yeah.
for all my hikes.
Wow, that's amazing. And then, of course, it's also about the brand doing justice to that association. They've
That's
done
true.
it very nicely,
That's
very
true.
well. So, I really hope that all the peaks around Redmond are shivering in pride that Chetan is coming with his Seiko.
Yes.
And how about car collecting? You tell us about your car collection. In fact, what all do you own?
Yeah, so I always used to love cars,
Yeah.
and I love engaging with cars. So all my sports cars
Yeah.
are manual drive, except
wow.
for the F Type. The
Okay.
F Type is an automatic, but I have a F Type V6,
Sure.
and then I have a Porsche Boxster.
Wow.
It's naturally aspirated for
Yeah.
folks who are into cars.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a V6 naturally aspirated,
Oh, wow.
400 horsepower, two-seater. It's a wonderful stick shift.
Wow.
I had a Miata,
Oh, wow.
which was also a stick shift. I had a BMW
Yeah.
5 Series, which was a stick shift. I have an M, which
Yeah.
is a stick shift.
Yeah.
I have a Defender.
Yeah.
Actually, technically, my wife has a Defender.
Okay.
That's an automatic,
That's
of
an
course.
automatic. Sure. The convenience of automatic. You
Yes,
can't
and
beat
then
that.
I have a Land Rover Discovery,
Yeah.
which is predominantly go anywhere car that we
Right.
use. Yeah,
Right. So that's your kind of everyday vehicle.
that's true. So I have 2 dogs,
Yeah.
and so I take my dogs out for
Lovely.
long hikes and stuff like that.
Lovely.
So the Defender is the one that
what-
sorry, the Discovery is the one that
Sure. What breed are the dogs?
So one is an Indie.
Okay.
She moved with us back
Oh, okay.
to the US. So we had rescued her here in India, and we moved back.
Oh,
with,
wow. That's
yeah.
amazing.
So she's a sweet soul.
Yeah.
And the second is a Bull Terrier. He's also a rescue.
Yeah.
We've always had bull breeds in
Sure.
our lives. So I had a Bulldog, a
Yeah.
Bull Mastiff.
Wow.
As Shilpa and I grew old,
Yeah.
we decided to downsize our
Yeah.
dogs, but
Yeah.
we still kept the bull breed
Yeah.
love in us. So the Bull Terrier is small, but
Okay.
he's a handful.
But how about your cars? What do you kind of pair some of your watches with your specific cars, or
Yes, I have a love for the Speedmaster.
Mhm.
I have the
Yes.
Ultraman,
Yes.
and I love the quirkiness of the Ultraman.
Yeah. Sure. I get that.
No offense to folks who love the Speedmaster for its
History or-
association
yeah,
with
sure.
with
Space flight
being
and
on the
whatnot.
moon and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
But the quirkiness of the Ultraman is what really got me in love with
Lovely.
that Speedmaster.
Yeah.
And that's the watch that I pair with my Porsche.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So great combination there.
Yeah,
Absolutely great.
I like it.
And that's all that matters in the end. As a man who has lots of watches to choose from, what would be? I won't ask you what's your absolute favorite, because I know that's a tough question. But what would be your top 3 on a given day? What would be your top 3 favorite watches right now?
Which I own, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would definitely put the Ultraman in that list.
Okay.
It will never leave my side.
Amazing.
The Cartier
Santos Dumont.
Dumont.
Yeah.
Right? I know it probably doesn't appeal to a lot of folks, but it really appeals to me. It is such a beautiful
It
watch.
is a beautiful watch.
The lugs,
Yeah.
the gentle print,
Yeah.
the gentle
On
Roman
the 7
print.
marker.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's just pretty,
Yeah,
right? So I love that, and that will never leave my
Sure.
side.
Okay.
And the JLC,
The jersey.
Ultra,
Because you
Ultra
bought
One.
it back, right?
Yeah. So
Look at
those
that.
3 will never leave
Amazing.
my side.
Yeah.
If I get to choose one more, I will choose the Coke, the 5-digit
Sure.
Rolex Coke that
Yeah,
I have.
yeah.
It has sentimental value to me.
Okay.
It has been by my side when my son graduated, when I was with my mom during her last days,
Right.
and so that will never leave.
Sure.
But when you talk about the beauty and the aesthetics of
Yeah.
it, the first 3 watches are what
Sure.
what are
No,
the-
fair. That's absolutely fine. I mean, it's not always the aesthetic or the sentimental value. I think it's a combination of everything.
Yeah.
that goes into making a watch your watch.
Yeah.
That's so important. Now that you also touched upon it, what are your next goals? What are your let's talk about what's your absolute grail.
Is this,
and then
sorry,
please.
Is this will my wife be seeing this?
That's up to you. That's up to you. So what's your absolute grail, and then what's coming next?
Yeah. So I don't know about grail, but there are two watches that I feel, at least at this moment, I would want to have. And I have this, I don't know if other watch collectors have this this fear, which is the game is over when you acquire them. I'm kind of pacing myself on these two watches. Okay.
True. Yeah.
So the first one is the Lange 1815 chronograph, the boutique edition.
And that will be something, sure.
Right?
Sure.
I don't know what it is about that watch.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a whole lot of complications. It's just a chronograph.
Just a chronograph.
But it is so pretty.
Yeah, but not just a chronograph. It's a longer chronograph. But you know what? Actually, it goes with your wife.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it absolutely goes.
Okay.
When I visualize it, it actually goes with your wife.
Yeah.
So yeah, that will be a great addition. What next? What else?
And then one which might surprise you is the 37mm Royal Oak.
Yeah.
The silver dial.
The jumbo.
Yeah, no, the silver dial.
The silver dial.
Just the regular 37. I wore it and I just felt it had the right heft.
Yeah.
I have small wrists, so it just felt like really nice.
The perfect Royal Oak for you.
Yes, yes.
So fair.
Yeah.
I think both are absolutely grail-worthy pieces. And Godspeed. I mean, I hope you find them. You find them in due time. What's actually coming next? What's the next line of purchases? Sure, those are the grails. But what's coming next? Anything that you're on order or looking at it very actively right now?
Yeah, I think you know about this, right?
Yeah.
It is the Aquaterra.
The green dial Aquaterra.
The green dial Aquaterra.
Nice.
I just for folks who don't know, I love sailing.
Yeah.
And there's something about that dial. It's meant to be inspired by these by the decks of a sailboat.
Absolutely, yes.
And the green is just something to die for.
Right? Yeah, no, I think the green Aquaterra as well as the new, well, not new anymore, the green Seamaster Diver 300 that they released. The green on these watches, absolutely fantastic, no question. Yeah. Okay, we've spoken a lot about your watches, how you utilize them, how you pair them with your various hobbies. But how does Chetan Parulekar wear a watch, or what watches does he wear on a regular day?
It's a good question. Yeah. And I don't know if this is how others look at their watch collection, but for me, a watch that I wear more often than not represents my emotion for that day. Okay. It's not as much of what I'm wearing.
You don't match them with your
Not necessarily. I do. Okay. I mean, it would be a lie if I say that if I'm going out for an occasion, right, like a party or to a wedding, that I wouldn't match that with my attire.
Sure.
But on a usual day, right, it is mostly a reflection of how I'm feeling that day.
So, just as an aside, if you're really angry at something or at your wife, what would you pick up?
No, if I'm really angry with my wife, I would buy her a watch.
Look at that. I think we can all learn something today from Chetan.
You can never be angry with your wife.
Yeah,
it's always the other way around. Don't you know that, Karan?
No, I've learned it the hard way as well, but yeah. Suppose she's angry at you. Which watch would you pick up?
Well, I will remind her of that beautiful Rolex gold watch that she has, the Panerai that she has, the Cartier Louis that she has. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm not entirely joking. Because watches do bring out very nice emotions in you, right? It help you. To me, they help you tune your state of mind.
Yeah, sure.
At least that's one of the big things that that I derive from watches.
Absolutely.
And it's not like I do that to her, but she does that. Like, I will tell you this, that when she wants to feel like the boss, she will tell me that, Chetan, I'm going to wear the Panerai today.
Oh, wow.
She does that.
Yeah.
And it gets her into that state of mind.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Oh, wow.
So I think both husband and wife, we've kind of figured out how to tune our emotions and our state of mind with the watch we wear, and vice versa.
And
So
vice versa. I think you've almost achieved nirvana. Seriously, because to get your wife to achieve appreciate watches like in a similar manner, such a rare thing in our hobby, right? Most men I know tend to hide their hobby from their wives because they say, "Oh, it's just my space." But I've seen that men are richer for it when they share this hobby with their wives.
100%.
Yeah, kudos to you. And in fact, next time you're around, get your wife to join us for an episode like this. We would love to feature her and her watches. I think she has the right taste, fueled by you, of course, added by you. But we would love to feature her as well, and eventually.
Absolutely, I'm sure she would love to as well.
Wonderful. Last but not least, let's veer towards, because we've done so much philosophical conversation already. Let's talk about how can this hobby mean a lot more, right? I know you would agree with me in this. It's not just about going out and throwing money and buying watches and holding watches. It has to mean a lot more than that, right?
Yeah.
What is your take on that?
Yeah, I think 100%. I think if you look at this hobby as pure acquisition, and you do not allow the associated experiences to kind of come with it, you're not doing yourself a service.
Yeah, that's true.
For me, it's not just about the experiences of the watches, but it's also about the community. You would be surprised to know, right? Like Nishant Shetty, if I can call his name, right?
Yeah.
I hounded him for the Legend Diver No Date.
Oh, really?
It was his watch.
Oh, yeah.
I got him to sell it to me, and I still have that, right?
Lovely.
And it's such a beautiful watch. I will never part with it. But more important than that, I've got a friend for life because we share that same passion, and I now get to know about him much beyond just watches, right? And so, to me, the watches by themselves are amazing. The way they can actually, like I said, tune your experiences. The way you feel, you can feel good when you're wearing a particular watch. That's important. But I think that the community that comes with it, the community that shares your passion for it, I think is equally, if not more important.
Yeah, absolutely. No, in fact, allow me.
Yes. No, Karan, you've done an amazing job.
I'm proud of what we've achieved, and I'm proud of people like Chetan and so many others who join us and give us their time. Just to wrap this up, there are so many aspiring collectors out there. There are so many people who are looking at these watches and saying, you know what, I love this. I want to be a part of this, and I want to own these watches. I want to try these watches. What message would you put out to chronoholics across the world, especially people who are getting into the hobby now?
Oh, wow. Yeah. So I would say two things. One is be true to your emotions. Learn, educate yourself from this wonderful community that we have, that Karan heads. But be true to your emotions when you pursue a particular watch. Your gut will tell you whether it's going to be a partner for life, or at least for a long period of time, or is it going to be a flip, right? Second, and this might be controversial, Karan, but I will say this, right? We get watches in various price ranges, right? And no one will argue that you will get a better watch, a more refined watch at the higher price ranges, right? But do not kind of
fall for that,
right?
No, I get that.
There is so much of joy to be gotten from every price range, right? There are beauties out there at every price range. So when you see certain watches, right? You will see the hype around a Royal Oak, and you would feel like that's the watch to go. Not necessarily at all. I mean, you get joy from every range in that in the watch collection.
I totally agree. If people can put in the time for themselves Trust me, this is so fulfilling. This is so
It is.
satisfying in the end.
It is absolutely.
Oh, what a beautiful hobby. And with that, I must thank Chetan for his time today. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, Chetan, and talk watches.
Thank you for having me here,
Yeah.
Karan. It has been my pleasure and my
Thank you.
privilege.
Oh, pleasure. Thank you so much. And you know what, guys? We know Chetan Parulekar as a man, as a collector, much better than ever before. We will bring you another episode of Chronoholic Stories very soon. So stay tuned and thank you for watching.